Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee and welcome to this video. Today we're making this cute little Valentine's box, and you can see it has a clip closure, and then inside it holds one of these lovely little hazelnut biscuits. So let's put this back inside and clip it all back up again. There we go, isn't that cute? So let me show you how to make this. I've got a piece here of designer series paper that measures 9 inches by 6 inches, or 9.5 by 6. And I'm going to do some scoring. Now on your stylus you'll see you've got a thin end and a fat end, but as this is just paper we're going to use the fat end. So on the 9.5 inch side, the long side, we're going to score at 4 inches, and then you're going to turn it around all the way 180 degrees and you're going to score again at 4 inches. Okay, and then the short side, the 6 inch side, you are going to score at 1.5 from either side. So it's 1.5, twist it all the way around again, and 1.5. And that's all the scoring you need to do. Just be gentle with your scoring, don't press hard on your scoring tool because you're more likely to break through your paper like that. Just if you need to do it more than once, then run your scoring tool down more than once, but just be gentle. Okay, so let's fold this. We're just going to burnish gently on our score lines, fold them up, and this is a super easy bag to make. I've taught it so many times, so many different sizes, and it just, I come back to it every time because it's so easy. There's no cutting to be done, which is amazing. So now you can see our pieces fold like this. Now you can see here you've got your center score line there. Now you want to bring that back to meet this side here. You'll see what I mean in a minute. You're just going to bring it straight back like that, and then just fold on that diagonal. So you see here, you brought it back to meet that score line. And you're going to do that for all the sides. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. Bring it back to meet that score line, and just try and make sure everything is straight. Makes a big difference. And then the same on the other side, back to meet that score line. So make sure they're friends. See, back to meet the score line like that, and just make sure you really burnish that nicely. Get into that corner and burnish that nicely. Okay, and then you're going to do the same thing here on your last one. Back to meet that score line and get into that corner. Okay, now you can see here we've got these two flat sections here, and then it opens up into the box. I'm going to put glue on the inside here and here up until that score line. So I'm just going to do a thin bead of glue, really thin. You don't need a lot, plenty is just enough. More than enough, I should say. So fold those down, give them a good pinch, fold again, and now when you fold up, you see there's your bag. And now you can just clip it up at the top. So let's get a clip. And we're just going to clip this at the top like that. Isn't that cute? So set that aside. Let's do a little bit of stamping. So I have here a scrap piece of basic white cardstock, and I've got a real red ink, Be My Valentine, and I'm going to use Happy Valentine's Day here. So let's get a block out for that. I'm going to use my grid paper to line everything up. And then there we go. Going to just clean that up, and then I'm going to stamp the little heart in real red ink as well, just next door, like that. Lovely. Okay, so let's close up our ink pad before we have any trouble. And then I'm going to use this, the labelled with love punch, just to punch this out. There we are. Now I have die cut a heart, and this is from a retired set. I can't remember the name offhand. I'm going to have a look and see if I can see what it is. It's the Heart of Elegance, but it's retired. There is a new heart set out, and I will link to that in the catalogue so you can see it. I don't have it yet, it's on its way. So firstly I want to put my little chocolate inside, so I'll leave all of that for a second. And I should have set the paper. I don't think I told you what the paper was. The paper is from this pack here. It is called the Made with Love Designer Series paper, and it's so cute. So I've got various designs here, and I'm going to bring in a little chocolate here. I'm going to see which one will fit. I think this will just fit. So I'm going to use that. And what I'm going to do is I just want to tap down, if I can find any sellotape around here. No. As I said, I don't film in my normal craft room, so I film in the spare room, so I don't always have stuff around to me. So I've never used this before. This works quite well. Didn't know I had that. Oh well, good find. I'm just going to tap this down so the edges don't poke out, and then I'm literally going to just fold it really quite tightly. Yeah, there we go. You can do it less tightly if you want, whatever you want to do. And I'm just going to put a bead of glue along this very edge here. The same around that edge there, and then I'm going to just force those two sides together. I'm sorry if you can hear noise in the background. I started finishing but filming, so I'm going to continue, but we live very close to where the red arrows practice, and that's the red arrows overhead practicing. So I'm sorry about the noise. So there you've got your little chocolate inside, and I'm just going to clip it again, and then we're going to do our, going to stick this down here, a little bit of glue in the centre, not a lot. Stick that as an angle, and then I think I'm going to pop this up on some dimensionals. So let's put a few here. That'll do. I'm just going to pop that there on the front. You could have done your heart in basic white as well if you'd wanted to, but I'm happy with that. So there's your cute little Valentine's bags. There's 2 of them there. You can tell me which one you like best. If you've enjoyed this project, I'd be grateful if you could give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you want any more information about the project, the supplies, the measurements, all of that good stuff, it's all listed on the blog post, and you can find the links to that and all my social media links in the description box below. So thank you again, and until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.